starting out with
With
more
the
quality
audit.
versus quantity. You know,
Right.
started for you. You know, work on that. You know, that's something that's a big, right? So I think that's good. Who volunteered for the committee? You can
It was
flip away.
Gina, and then at the time, you had.
Was
It
it
was
you
in-
or
it was-
Leandra?
No, at the time
It
it
was
was you,
me.
but that was a long time ago before,
Right.
you know, so whether or not you'd be in a position that you still felt that you would, but it was the two of you who had expressed
Right.
interest before. And I know since that time, Gina, you've said you'd like to continue to be considered for this committee.
Right.
So I don't know if it's something you're still interested in, or,
Sure. I mean, as long as nobody else has interest in it, or I thought I was assigned to another committee though.
You are.
So with that
You
being
are.
said, if we want to adjust that, I don't know that I
What
can
do you-
commit to both. So,
Core
no,
team.
core team.
I can help with
Something.
communication. I don't have a problem. I mean, I'm doing finance committee. I
That's
don't
fine.
mind. Did you want to?
No, go ahead.
all right, so this is just gonna be,
We'll try to
at this
come up with some
point,
major
just the
objectives,
board.
goals.
Okay.
So then that'll be Karen and Gina, and I will remain on core.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So do we want to establish any deadlines as to when we would want an initial,
Oh, for sure by the next meeting, but that's next week, so I'm gonna say.
Oh my God.
I think sooner rather than
quite
later.
that soon,
It's a
but,
quarter to 8. When can you have that done?
We'll be up all night like,
No, I was thinking more like 8.
December?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
December.
December meeting, please.
December?
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
What's the date of that? Do we know?
Third Wednesday.
I think
No,
it's
it's not the
That is.
16th.
No?
It was the 16th last year.
14th.
I know, because that's my birthday.
Oh,
I sat here for my birthday last year. Let's see.
I've done a few of those myself.
It's the 13th. No, it's
No,
not.
20.
21st.
21st.
That's it.
oh my
Wow,
goodness.
that's close to
kinda
Christmas.
late, Really?
Mhm.
Can't
Yeah.
we change that?
When's the last day of school? The 22nd that week?
Yeah.
No, that's a joke. No.
Now, if any of you guys need my sizes for gifts, as far as that goes.
18.
Okay.
Okay, so.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and, yes, to review current procedures, you've got quality versus quantity, and, you know,
If there's anything else, you guys, let me know.
yeah.
Shoot me an email. Anything
I
pressing?
also have stuff, I know Mark had commented on the fact from when Patty and I got stuff that goes way back. So if you ever want, I have all the old stuff.
Do you want to give it up or scan it and send it to me?
I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Give it up, come on.
Well,
Did you want to part with it?
I mean, I could give you one now. I don't know if it fits in this bullet point or the next one. So I'll save it for the next one,
Okay.
and then if you guys want to move it to that committee, that's fine.
Okay. So like review past practices and assess communication items that were proposed to the board regarding but not limited to, and the items that were listed here. So, videotaping, highlights, minutes, items on the pro forma, government transparency. These are all items that are specific to the board. So videotaping, first one there. You know, I am one that would be very interested in seeing somebody do some research and see what would be involved with this.
I do research. I videotape every meeting. I mean, it's not a lot of work. The hardest part for me, and it's just because I don't really have the time or the equipment, is uploading and then converting. That's the hardest part. I mean, but taping a meeting is, you see what I do.
Right, I'm not looking at it as that as much, but, you know, if you're gonna do it, you know, how do you make sure you have the right equipment to get the full,
The full.
Yeah, that's very
Full
expensive then.
audio versus video, to ensure that you have quality of both. One of the things that I knew from the old district where I worked, when I would listen to the audio stream on the web, one of the things that really bothered me was that it wasn't broken up into segments to where
It's
I
very
could
long.
just go to, if there was a specific agenda item
Just
that I
fast
wanted
forward
to
to that.
hear, I had to keep going forward, going backwards, and that bothered me a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't like how you don't know who's speaking. You hear voices, but you don't know who's speaking.
Right. So while I'm interested in pursuing it, I am to the point of wanting to learn more about what is it going to take to do a quality job. You know, I feel that if it's something that we embark on, but we don't take the time to research equipment, time, storage,
Money.
all of that, then we might just be producing a poor quality output that might not have either the audio or the video necessary for the community really to see and hear. So,
Is this something that we could maybe go to an expert, maybe go to Mr. McAtee and
Judith?
Judy, thank you, Stevens?
Are they really the experts on it, though?
Well, they're more IT, right, and they would know what we have available here. I don't know, are there any video things that the school has?
I mean,
Like,
there are separate specialists for AV than there is for IT.
I know the Village Willow Springs broadcasts their meetings on Comcast. They tape them and then they replay them. So you can always contact maybe someone over there and get some insight as to how that works. I mean, I think we should do board packets as well online, in addition to your meetings. I mean,
I mean, I'm not
So-
suggesting not to do it, I'm just
No, I'm just-
suggesting that I'm
yeah, just
questioning
some
whether
resources.
those two are the
I was
ones to
thinking
do
more
it.
of the equipment that we have internally. I don't know, don't we have some? Don't they? I don't know, that's what I thought.
I just remember even trying to have the candidates for years ago, we didn't even have microphones.
Oh, come on, that was 100 years ago. Just kidding.
Thanks a lot.
I know, I
But-
was there.
But anyway, so all I'm saying is I'm interested in pursuing it, but I don't know how to go about, I mean, me personally, but, you know, giving Mark the charge to go ahead and research this on the board's behalf. Or is the board going to take it upon themselves to do their own research? I mean, I would think that, Mark, you would.
Yeah, we can look at see what's involved, set what you'd like me to do.
Or contact other school districts that videotape their
Yeah.
board meetings and see how they do it.
So is there anybody who is not in favor of at least doing the preliminary research on this one?
No, I think we absolutely should.
Okay, so we can check that one off the list, something that we want to look into. And it could be something that the communication committee reviews. Anyway, okay, highlights. I think these are meeting highlights versus meeting minutes.
Correct.
If I'm not mistaken. Somebody want to speak to these items?
I think I will. I think the issue is that the highlights are published online. They're not published, so to speak, because they're not approved, but they're put out to the public online before they're approved. And if there's a correction that needs to be made, often, you know, it's made after the next meeting, and then that has to get approved. And it just seems like it's a long time coming before the actual minutes are up there. In the meantime, you may have misinformation going out to the public in the highlights, in the form of highlights.
In the Friday packet.
Nothing against you, of course.
In the Friday packet.
Right.
Or
So it goes in the
online,
Friday
because
packet
it
and
doesn't
then-
often go in the Friday packet, because it depends on, it goes in the Friday
Depends on the
packet, but,
timing, doesn't it?
yeah, like the summer, there's no Friday packet, so it's
Right.
online. And, yeah, it does go in the Friday packet, the highlights do go in the Friday packet as well, and so you're putting that out there before it's actually been approved or corrected or whatnot. So I think we should rethink that, how we do that. Am I capturing it correctly for, I don't know, whoever had,
That was my complaint.
So would you
Because then you
be,
make amendments and changes, and then they're never put back out in a packet, those changes.
right,
Or corrections, they're not put back. They're put online, but no one knows that.
I mean,
think part of
yeah.
the issue with the minutes, and, you know, just being somebody who takes written minutes, and Erica and I get together and try, is that oftentimes her interpretation of what was said, my interpretation of what was said, and what was actually said, or what the person meant, is different. So I kind of went online and pulled off something that I thought was kind of interesting from Highlands. And Highlands does this thing called board briefs. And basically what it is it's putting out what happened. Not, you know, it's very good in terms of laying out what happened, what was voted on, but in terms of conversation and who said what, how they said it, there's not a whole lot of that in here. And I think it ultimately goes